If you were at all like me, you managed to keep yourself hid, a patchwork quilt of a life, memories embroidered on your soul. So please forgive me for putting you in my song, but the spirit, she moves me. In fact, she pushes me along. It's a patchwork quilt of a life. Can't stop the river, just let it roll. We were at Jones Beach when we got the word, the saddest sound I've ever heard, bluest note that nobody could play. And Reverend sang with us that night on the stage, tears of sadness, tears of rage. Nobody spoke, we all felt old. And in the way so walk beside me, or above me, I don't know. These days it sure seems I'm lost wherever I go. And God, how could you? I heard somebody say, what do we do with our lives now anyway? Now that our North Star is no longer be found, but there's a banjo moon and a tie-dyed sky. Hippies dance, babies cry, church bells ring, a silver-haired angel looks down, and the blood of his music runs through the veins of our guitars. Bright lights, dark stars. I never knew you, but then who really did? If you were at all like me, you managed to keep yourself hid.
Hello and welcome to the preamble to the Sonic Synergy show. We are taking this moment to do a bit of tribute to Bobby Weir, rhythm guitarist of the Grateful Dead, who passed away yesterday.
For those who don't know, he was the youngest member of Grateful Dead, probably longest, most consistent member as far as like the main core people. And he beat cancer, but then unfortunately had some lung complications and passed away yesterday, surrounded by his family and loved ones. So that first song is a Warren Haynes song that was actually written about Jerry Garcia, but I think it's appropriate. I'm not a Deadhead in the sense of like I know all the show dates, but I've always very much appreciated their music and just love the vibe of what they do and have done and did. So, you know, kind of a big deal. Why don't you tell your story about this song? Because this is...
So I'm not really a Deadhead either, but this song was all through my third grade year, and I love it so much. It's Throwing Stones.
Dizzy with eternity, ball revolves and the nighttime falls. And again the hunt begins, and again the blood wind calls. By and by again, the morning sun will rise. The darkness never goes from some men's eyes. Oh no! It strolls the sidewalks and it rolls the streets, staking turf, dividing up meat. Nightmare, spook, piece of heat. It's you and me, you and me. Hey, flash blade in ghetto night. Rudy's looking for a bite. Rat cat out of the rope and bones. Need that cash to feed that Jones. And the politicians throwing stones, singing ashes, ashes, all fall down. Ashes, ashes, all fall down. Commissars and pinstripe bosses roll the dice. Anyway they fall, guess who gets to pay the price? Money green, a proletarian gray, selling guns instead of food today. So the kids they dance and shake their bones, and the politicians throwing stones, singing ashes, ashes, all fall down. Ashes, ashes, all fall down. Heartless powers try to tell us what to think. If the spirit's sleeping, then the flesh is ink. There, history's page will be neatly carved in stone. The future's here. We are it. We are on our own. On our own. On our own. On our own. Place or take the blame. We will leave this place an empty stove, for that shining ball of blue we can call our home. So the kids they dance and shake their bones, and the politicians throwing stones, singing ashes, ashes, all fall down. Ashes, ashes, all fall down. South and white comes north. In a whole world full of petty war. Singing I got mine and you got yours. In the current fashion, set the pace. Lose your step, fall out of grace. In the radical, he rant and rage. Singing someone got to turn the page. In the ashes all fall down. Picture a bright blue ball just spinning, spinning free. It's dizzy, possibilities. Ashes, ashes all fall down. 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 Singing ashes, ashes all fall down. 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 Singing ashes, ashes all fall down. Ashes, ashes all fall down. Ashes, ashes all fall down. Ashes, ashes all fall down.
Throwing Stones from the album In the Dark.
So I will admit that I'm not as familiar with studio album versions of some of these songs, and that is one that I've never heard the album version, and that was pretty killer. Next up will be Warren Haynes' Stella Blue. So Warren, if you don't follow him on Facebook, check him out because he wrote a very beautiful post about Bobby Weir. Too much for me to completely summarize and give it justice, but essentially what he was saying is as a rhythm guy, he really found a way to actually push and drive his lead guitar players, whoever they might be, to think outside of boxes and think of song structures that they not necessarily common. So I think that was actually a really good song of that. There was a lot of moving and interweaving of the guitars there, and that was, I think you can kind of hear how he's pushing that in that song. Gosh, 8 years ago maybe now, I saw the Jerry Garcia Symphonic Celebration with Warren Haynes in Baltimore, and I was lucky enough to see this with Phil Lesh and Bobby Weir, and Warren playing with the Baltimore Symphony. And this is not that version. This has the symphony with it, and it's very beautiful. It's a little long, guys. Hang in there. I think you'll dig it.
Coda says Stella Blue, one of the most beautiful songs. And here it is.
All the years go by, they melt into a dream. Broken angel sings from a guitar.
Stella Blue.
Stella Blue.
Live with a symphony.
That sounded so beautiful. The last song is Ripple, and this is actually about 6 years old. I think it was on a radio station, like private show type of deal. I don't know. But it is actually Bobby Weir singing this. And that's what we're going to end with. Again, rest in peace, Bobby Weir. Here we go. Here's Ripple.
Yes.
If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better if unsung. Well, I don't know, don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water, where there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand, if your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again, let it be known. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. If you should go, no one may follow. That path is far, your steps alone. Ripple in still water, where there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. And you who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall, will you fall alone? If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. Da da da